I'm not seeing an update yet, so I'll wait. Here we go.
We should be on. Yes, we are. Hello and welcome to Skull Island Piratecast, episode 2. We don't know exactly where we're going to get into tonight, but we brought cocktails. Cheers. And this is my lovely wife, Norma, or also known as MysticNormz online on Facebook. Let me see. No comments yet, but
Facebook, YouTube.
Anyway, so we're jumping on today, and I hope that Leo couldn't make it tonight, but he has a problem with the cat right now, with one of his cats. He's afraid he's going to lose her or lose him. I don't know if it's the sex of the cat, but so he's probably not going to be here. Sending our love to him. And I think we'll just get going. I mean, what's going on out there? How's everybody doing? We kind of created this podcast, me and Leo, it's almost been a month back. We just wanted to get, have a platform that we could get on, or something we could use, some different channel or page that we could create, that we could talk freely about the things going on in the world, about all the bullshit that they're talking about all the propaganda flying at us from every different angle with every different piece of information just to confuse us. So thought we'd get on here and just at least help a few of you, and including us, decipher what's the truth and what's bullshit. And there's a lot of bullshit out there.
No, there's so much bullshit out there.
So please, if you're watching, please share this. Hoping that somebody else comes on. I can't remember his name. Damn it. But if you share it in the Coral Room, babe, okay, we might be able to.
Yeah, Bison.
So I think he's in there. Sorry, bear with us. For some reason, things are really slow right now.
It's acting a little funky.
And Leo looks like he's still online, so hopefully he's around and watching and sending our love to you, brother.
Yes, and to your cat.
Yeah, we're looking for Miguel. Where's Miguel at? Is he still out there? Is he watching? Or we'll share it in the Coral Room here.
I did.
Did you? Okay. Do you want to just go ahead and share and just chill out? So how's everybody doing? I think there's one person watching us right now, so we didn't know exactly what topic to do, so we're going to stay consistent. So hopefully I get a little more organized. But I have been least this week, I mean, we can look at what's been talked about, what's in the news, what's seeming to be the big stories. I mean, the Alec Baldwin story, that one's a big one, of course. A lot of weird, things there, which we talked about last week, but it just seems to get weirder. But a lot of news, we got to watch out what's going on in the background and all these distractions that are keeping us from seeing or distracting us from seeing what we really should be seeing, which is the truth, which is things that people do in the darkness, behind the scenes.
Behind the curtain.
Yep.
In Oz, it was just a little man.
Yeah, Oz is a perfect example for it, yes.
For us, there's a lot of little men behind that curtain that all work together in their own little ways. Scary. Good
Somebody hit like, so thank you for the like. And yeah, I wanted to we can talk about some of the things that I wanted to develop this channel into. The Skull Island brand, basically. And if there's any musicians out there that watch this and you want to get your music played, I would like to start a pirate radio online, just streaming music of independents.
Right.
Those who aren't signed that would like to get their music out. Of course, I'm not going to put everything out there. I mean, it's got to have some kick to it. But as long as, it's some decent, good music, we want to have playlists, lists, thousands of songs. I mean, it's a pretty lofty goal, but I feel like we can do that. And I'd like to showcase artists. I'd like to showcase people that are living their lives and doing it joyfully. Did you share it with Leo?
Just Leo, no. Sorry.
And ask where Miguel is if he's available. I'm just going to look in the news right now and just see what's out there.
There you go.
I was looking earlier, but I didn't see anything that I wanted to really talk about. Okay, so.
Well, I think the important thing is that people understand that a lot of the stories that are put out there for a reason, right? Unless you're really like looking to something that's not like corporate or like, doesn't have a specific agenda, or at least that has their agenda out there in the open for you.
Right.
Then, you're only getting what they want you to see, right? We don't have many. We do have some, thank God, but we don't have many people out there willing to give you straight up facts. Maybe give you their opinion, saying it's their opinion, but giving you all of the facts, every bit of it,
yep.
Even the stuff that might, go against their opinion.
And we don't even have to talk about the real things that are they get the most airplay because they're the most sensational. But demons and Satan's taking over the earth and things like that. I mean, there's some truth to that. We need to understand that there are people, there are humans.
Yes.
Only person to blame is them. Not to say that they don't do weird ass rituals and there's not some weird shit going on there, because there is.
Yep.
But we can really look at them for all the things that they've been already caught for, and the same names. I mean, Dick Cheney, Rupert Murdoch. Ghislaine Maxwell. There's one that's in the news right now. The Ghislaine Maxwell trial.
And you notice the key witnesses, the key people, the first people to ever come out with this story about her or her situation.
The key witnesses, yes.
They are not allowed to speak as of.
They're not called in as witnesses.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that
which is strange? It's very strange. And I mean, I can't confirm this, but I've heard that the judge is actually being offered some type of a job for this, But we just need to pay attention and watch what
watch those facts.
The supposed watchers are doing, because the watchers are corrupted.
Because that particular fact is an interesting fact, and a fact that will help you to understand the whole of the picture, right? Well, what do you mean it's all corrupt? Well, let's let's utilize this case here. Two key witnesses, the two very first ones, the major key components to the whole story, aren't there. Weird.
Virginia
Right?
Giuffre and how do I not remember this? But Virginia Giuffre is
Yes,
one of them.
Well, because she's still speaking out and doing and trying.
Well, it just seems, yeah, there's some shadiness going on, and there does seem to be some covering up and some, I'm sure there's a lot of governments and powerful people that want to that would rather not see any more of this exposure.
Right.
And there's some, but a lot of it's very sensationalized or very dumbed down.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's not even being charged for the
shit.
actual, just trafficking, not being an actual monster, which is what she is.
Also.
There's connection to a lot of different government, the Five Eyes, basically,
right?
Which would be the USA. And this is a spy agency that's all connected. I think it's the USA, Canada, UK,
and
Israel, of course. Yeah, that one's the government, mind you, not the people.
Right.
We're talking about leaders and really fake ass leaders.
To the system.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there's a lot going on, and a lot of it's coming in the open. It's like there's a flood basically, and a lot of this started. I mean, it's been going on
a good few years now.
For years.
Really, yes.
I mean, these things have been going on for years, but now they're really just pushing it. They're really just pushing it. I mean, it's a total takeover if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
We're not going to mention certain
things that,
words that can get the AI going and shut us down.
But think about certain things that are happening, that are being pushed, that are kind of just being shoved down.
Yeah, what is that? I don't know. Starts with a C. Ends with bullshit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's
sad.
That's your first key, right? To critical thinking is why do they want me to believe this so badly? Why are they basically force feeding me this particular view? Without question. And all the questions are getting deleted or removed.
Oh, Twitter they just canceled the Twitter or the ticker updates for the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. They just basically off that page.
Oh, you used to ask where Miguel was.
A lot of powerful people involved in this. Some of you would probably throw up. And I think some of you probably already have, just what you know, because what you can't see, eventually you're going to see it. No matter how much you try to ignore it, you're going to see what's truly happening. And stop blaming each other for it and start to really look up.
Right.
Look to the powerful, because that's who is running the show.
Right.
Creating a false reality for us to follow and fall into.
Well, you got to figure there is so much mystery and beauty to life itself, right? But just how a human works, the way we function, period, right? It can be very, very easy to get trapped in ideologies or belief systems or just habits, right? That when faced with change, especially when it's kind of forced, right? You're going, wait, huh? And it fries our little neurons. And we're very fight or flight animals, right? And until you can get that really balanced and you see that in yourself and you understand that, don't think you can't fall for something, because
no, we all do. If you watch the news long enough, I mean, there are real stories there, but some of the real stories are narrated in such a way that you don't hear about other things that are probably the worst things.
Right.
Ghislaine Maxwell is a good example of this. There's a lot more to this.
And there's a lot of other stories out there that are
procuring young women for powerful people.
Yes.
That's what they were doing. And then blackmailing them.
Yep.
And then it leads to, and there's more than just that. There's plenty of them. Of course, she was close to the tip of the spear. Knows the Rothschilds. Knew them very well. Maria Farmer, that's what I'm thinking about. If y'all need to follow Maria Farmer on Twitter.
Yes.
Her sister could have been is a key witness, or could have been a very key witness, and wasn't asked to become a witness. So that's a crazy one. Now, and that's what we need to understand.
Yes.
Us tinfoil hat wearing pirates.
Right.
That, all of us, though, we really need to understand that there's a lot more
to everything, really.
All that maniacal shit that we saw in, hey, Miguel, how are you, dude? Here, let me invite you. Let me see here. Send me a message, bro. Or I'll send it in Coral if you want. It's going to take me just a second. Go ahead, honey. Continue on. We were talking about the, Maria Farmer.
Well, yes.
She has a lot of, she was an artist, and she was procured to work for them and had a lot of,
had a lot of very insider
said that their chef knew everything.
Yeah.
And guess what? As soon as she said that, the chef ended up mysteriously dying.
Isn't that funny? Suddenly he's been
very powerful people that are trying to protect the power they have.
Right.
And
they're getting sloppy.
Yeah.
And it's
because they're desperate.
And going back to what I was saying is understanding you can and will fall for things that are false or maybe just kind of led in certain directions, right? Making you believe certain things, especially when they feel good or whatever, and we like it, and it suits our thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're faced with that truth and you realize, oh my God, it was just my thinking. Holy shit. Okay, hang on.
He needs a simple logo.
All
right, man, we can do that.
Mm-hmm. It can be tough to really be open enough and understand yourself as a being. We are biological machines already. Okay, so when they sit there and talk about wanting to mess with our DNA or like do whatever, blah blah blah, that we are already a biological machine. We are already an animal. But we are blessed or gifted with many things. Critical thinking is one of them. Our free will, right? And a lot of people, they believe they are choosing certain things. But here's the whole thing, is if this is my choice or this is my choice, how free am I if this is all I get to choose from? Because maybe I want this thing that, maybe I can't see it here, all right? But I feel it right over there. I can feel this thing there. Why can't I choose that thing? You're not free if you can't choose that thing. Period.
I got you, Miguel. I sent you a link, bro. Oh, looks like you got it. So
sorry.
Getting deep. We're just like, hey, what are we going to talk about tonight? So, you know what? Since I'm a tarot reader anyway,
right.
I'm going to pull a card for everybody, for all of us. You want to just pick one? And it seems like the pirate thing to do. Ooh, 3 of Wands. It's our card. It's our pirate's card today. 3 of Wands is contemplating, learning, waiting, and understanding, watching the danger from far, and figuring out where and how you're going to come at it, and how you're going to defend yourself. Doesn't necessarily mean physically.
Right.
I think a lot of this is mental.
Yeah. Well, because like I said, we're already on a floating rock with things flying at us all the time. Okay? There's always something. We are in a dangerous world. You're right. But we are here in this world with a choice, with options, right? Why do we just go giving that to someone else all the time? Right. Why do we expect someone else to just manage and make sure we're doing it right? Why can't I do that? If I have that thought process, if I have that will, why am I handing it over to someone else? And is that really freedom if I'm doing such?
Yep. For some reason, I'm not finding our page here. Oh, wait.
Find it?
Yeah, I can find it right here. Go ahead. You're good. Keep talking, babe.
Well, I'm just
Sounds
rambling
good.
now at this point.
That's not rambling. I mean, you're talking about what's important, what we've been holding in.
Right. Well,
And we're
because,
being told to put the ritual masks on and shut up and stay away from each other. That's very hard on the psyche.
Yes. And look, we're as humans, as these biological machines, as these beings that we are, ritual is important. It's important to find what you like, what you love, and do these certain things, right? And there's obviously the natural law, just the way that life kind of works, and working within it, right? The more you understand all that shit, as opposed to just handing it off and giving it away to everybody, yes, you're right. The harder it might seem at first, because at first you got to take all that accountability. You got to really look at the shit you done. You got to look at all the choices you've made. You got to really throw out all the bullshit that's no longer needed. That's all cluttered up in the thought process and the whole belief system thing. And then the magic happens. You realize, oh my gosh, I'm actually free.
Yep. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Just listening to a female's perspective. I've had plenty of that today. Lots of drama. And yes, the main thing is looking into yourself, trying to create a new perspective of what the reality that you're seeing is. It may or may not match the psychological construct that you have of reality, but you have to get outside of yourself to be able to understand the reality that you're in so that you don't have the same reactions, the emotional reactions that we have from psychological constructs that make us see the reality different from what it is.
Right.
Yep.
The only thing that we can control is what we do, and what we do depends on what we see, and what we see depends on how we see it. How we see it depends on the mental programming that you have had subconsciously from your childhood.
Yep.
Social interactions, all that programming that you have. And unless you've been in multiple different situations in multiple different places, you're going to think that that programming is real, and it's not. Sorry, I just had to vent. I just got through a situation.
That's awesome, man. Thank you. Yeah. I'm glad. That's what we're doing here.
Yep.
We're talking about the bullshit that, we have to see every day. I mean, I do my thing. I do what I need to do. I do my work. I look within, but it's still out there. It's still part of the collective.
But see, the thing is, we cannot control how other people perceive reality.
No.
All we can do is control our interaction with it.
Yes.
And we have to maintain our interaction most positive way possible, because whenever we do negative actions onto the universe because of our negative perception of the universe, then we are actually creating more negativity in the universe itself. If we can get above it and try and understand a more positive and loving way or aspect of relating to a particular situation, maybe we can adjust our actions to be more loving, caring, and less damaging to the ether itself.
Right.
A thought process.
Yep. I mean, it takes us individually to do it, and some won't.
We are in
ever.
A fucked up society, man. There's a lot of fucked up people out there. Lots of people with traumas, with problems, with their own psychological barriers and ways of seeing the world, and their own cognitive dissonance. And each one has to deal with their own way that they can. I deal with mine, and it's a fucked up situation. I try and help others with theirs. But in the end, it's an individual choice. I love that purple, man. That's fucking awesome. What I was talking about in the chat beforehand. My logo is basically my picture of when I was in Machu Picchu, right? But I want something simple. Like I watch And We Know, which is a news channel that I follow on a constant basis. And he has a very simple logo, black and white. It's just like stick figures parting the Red Sea. That's his logo. It marks what he is, and everybody knows it and sees it and automatically recognizes, oh, that's And We Know.
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted some Pena Perspective. Now, if I do just the 2 humps of Machu Picchu that are there, it might get confused with another logo that's here in Brazil, Pão de Açúcar, which is where the Christ Redeemer is there in Rio de Janeiro, right? So
Yeah.
I wanted the outlines of the 2 mountains, and in Machu Picchu, there's this ridge line that goes in the front of the larger one. So you get this sort of depth in the front. And so maybe something that's bitonal, like a 7 or 8.
So like an embossed, like dimensional, like kind of dimensional, like kind of coming out, pop art kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you look at my picture, you'll see it. Now, it doesn't come out clearly because it's covered with trees and everything else, but you can actually see those ridge lines of the mountain kind of coming out towards you. If I can do that in a logo and make it in monochrome and that sort of thing, that is the ultimate ideal that I have. And from the guest that I had on my show yesterday, one of my ideas is etching glasses. And so I could actually do my own merch. If I have a monochrome logo, I can put it inside the cup, and then I can etch or engrave that logo into the glasses. And so that's an idea that I'm trying to build onto, take this to another level. I don't know. Just fucking.
I get it, man.
I mean, if
that's
you have
awesome.
ideas that you can send to me, along with what you're already using now, I can.
Yeah, we can do a couple things and send them to you, and just. I mean, we're no pros,
make
but
mine simple as well.
We've had to learn just by being online and doing our business online. So
you mentioned last time you're not a graphics designer. You are just a person that has graphics design equipment and you use it.
Right. So, yeah. I just have I use an app.
That's it.
I use
these tools, and I
that's more than I have. I mean, I used to tell my Brazilian father-in-law, the only difference between monkeys and humans is the type of tools that you use.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
So the more advanced tools that you have access to, the more advanced things you are able to do.
Yes.
Yep. And that brain too. I think we have just tiny bit more evolution to us, but
we try and evolve on a constant basis.
Yeah.
The way life is.
Well, that's just it.
Not to say we can't act like apes and
I act like an ape all the damn time. I mean, I'm a crazy ass little motherfucker too.
I can't remember.
So that's just me.
We aren't. We keep growing.
Yeah.
We're not the same thing all the time. I'm not just a person that's a person all the time. I'm a person that's trying to be a better person, right? So unlike my dog who just wants to be a dog and eat and sleep and be close to me every day, I'm a person trying to do more than that, right? We're like a mini universe in a human shell.
Right.
Constantly evolving, constantly growing. But in this little machine that we're trying to grow in, there's potential to get stuck. There's potential for that, it's a, I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but it's this balancing act.
Share this out
on the constant.
Hold on, where'd my phone go?
Balancing who.
I'm trying to see. I can't see the live video. That's the only thing.
You can't see it. All right, I'm trying to go to the page.
I'm on it.
Because I want to send a link to somebody for the video from today that we're doing right now, and I want to send the stream.
I'm going to send it to you right now, brother.
Send the link itself. Oh well, I already did. I guess.
All right, that'd be cool. Thank you very much. It's all a work in progress, man.
This is just a baby. It's developing right now, so we're just working it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should be able to copy that link, I hope.
Why does it give me all this stuff?
I don't know.
I don't want that.
It had new updates lately, and so it's been a little, I don't know.
I think it's because I jumped ahead. Now I have to go through the tutorial.
That would be life as well. Everything's a fucking tutorial nowadays.
Yeah, it is, man.
There's another, yes. We're all just children growing every day. Seriously, I don't care what phase of life. I'm grandma. And yes.
Did you send?
What's that?
No, never mind. I was looking in the Coral. I wasn't looking in your direct chat.
Oh, okay.
Let me find you
I
again.
sent the link itself.
Yeah, there we go. We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Got me my sunglasses on.
Oh, I was trying to find the link to the YouTube channel so I could share
see,
that.
and I'm on the
YouTube as well is
Hang on.
Skull Island Piratecast, I
I
believe.
got it.
Yeah,
Right,
I
you
looked
send
at
that
I
to him?
looked for that on the YouTube, and I wasn't able to find it.
Oh, that might be. Hey,
Because
well,
what
it should
happened
be
was it just got into, well, what the fuck?
Hang on. Here we go. Where am I at?
You said
I'm going to send you the Facebook. That's right to the page, so you can go like it, and I'll make you an admin
I can do that.
so you can do a live stream
And
if
send
you
me
want.
the link to the. Oh, that was it. All right, cool, gotcha.
Dude, I like that. For once, yeah, they actually caught a good shot.
Nice.
Look at that. I mean, I don't know if you guys
Right.
can see it,
Dude,
but
I love my last.
that's our
video,
still shot right there. That's
but
pretty
my
good.
still
I like
shot
it.
is terrible.
I gotta check that out. I was doing I was fucking around with other shit, so I apologize.
No problem, man.
We're all in.
I brought my talking stick. It's
Hey,
a
that's always
sword,
good.
but
Well, now that you mention it, I gotta
that
get
was
mine.
made for me, man,
What the hell?
and given to me as a gift. Emmy, what's she go by?
Evolving.
Emmy Evolving on Facebook. She built.
I got
She
myself
makes
a little
these.
wand, too. She does a great
But she
job.
put like gemstones in it and stuff. Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh yeah, you got to put your gemstones. I'll show you my gemstones. Hold on.
Right on, man. We're showing gemstones now. Oh shit! Here we go.
Okay,
My talking stick.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yes.
Exactly. So it doesn't talk very much. It usually makes other people scream. But that's that's a whole nother story. No, it's used on trees and bamboo and cutting vines and that sort of shit. But hey, it'll work when I need it, right?
That's right.
here we go. I finally found it.
Okay. Norma found our page or our channel.
We are what?
YouTube link.
So if you just shoot me like your email address, I can invite you to both of these pages.
All right. I will do that as well.
And we'll connect on Facebook. Matter of fact, I'll do that right now.
Right.
We can do that.
Everywhere now.
We're just silence. Dead air.
Yeah, that's always good for a live broadcast.
No, it's not always good for a live broadcast. Now we have 3 people watching, though. I mean, that's pretty cool. Hello and welcome.
Welcome.
Speak up in the comments.
Don't know who's there. I had a show on yesterday. I had a bunch of new people that were hopping in because I got some friends sharing it out. And they were saying they couldn't comment because they had to have a YouTube account or some shit like that. And so it was just freaky.
Yes, you do actually. I mean, to comment in YouTube, you probably have to have a YouTube.
Yeah, you have to have a
you don't have to have a creator account. What you have to have is a Gmail account.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's
Just
all.
All the name tracking
Account or something associated to Google that you can put on that. YouTube will accept that just as well.
Yep.
No.
But before I went on to my rant of people having to monitor their perception of reality, which is part of the webinar was all about, is your reality holding you back? Or what I like to reinterpret the title as is your perception of your reality creating too many barriers for you.
Yep.
Yes, it is your perception of your reality, which is what I was trying to say. Yes, it's the way you think about it. And sometimes it can.
Well, see, that's the name of my channel, Pena Perspective. So it's all about perspectives, man. You got to have as many as you can. I got perspectives from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different continents, dozens of countries. And so they all have a different way of seeing life. And you can't expect that one's better than another, one's right and the other one's wrong. No, they all have their own correctness to them because it's what makes them tick. And so you act like a New Yorker in the middle of Paris and think that you're at home. You're going to get your ass kicked most likely.
Right. Yep.
Because you can't do certain things in certain places, and people
Exactly.
don't get that. They always believe that the entire world is exactly like them because everybody is just the same. It is that anthropomorphic mirroring to where everybody around. I don't like broccoli, so nobody else can like broccoli either.
Exactly.
I like broccoli. I don't like
Love
peas.
broccoli.
But my youngest doesn't like broccoli. My oldest does like broccoli. And it flipped his mind going, how can you guys like broccoli? I hate that green stuff. Each
That's
perception-
100% true. It's your perception. It's what you, well, and like the way I intake something, and we do eat with our eyes first, right?
Yes.
So if we see something,
our
and then-
nose.
yeah, and
Before
our
our tongue.
nose next, and that's where our taste comes from. But really,
Exactly.
when we look
80%
at
of our
that
taste
food
buds
right
come
away,
from the
it's
smell.
our perception right away. I think that has a lot to do with why we don't like certain things. Like I can't eat eggs with runny yolks. Or it
I
makes
love
me
them. I can't
throw
eat
up.
eggs without a runny
She
yolk.
loves
If
it
it
too.
doesn't have a runny yolk, I can't eat it.
Yeah, I have to have it fully cooked.
I don't
Fully
like it
cooked.
cooked.
See, that's the thing. My wife loves to make meat. You know, I call it leather because it's well done.
Oh yeah, that's not one of my preferable. Yeah,
With mine, I like it gooey in the middle. I like a
Yeah.
pink center. You know,
Little
some
bit.
in the U.S. I used to order hamburgers in the U.S. with medium rare. And last time I went to, I don't know if it was Chicago or New York or some shit like that, and they're going, "I'm sorry, we can't do that because of E. coli. It can
I
only
know.
be
Yeah. Isn't it funny how all the rules started changing?
done or well done. We're not free anymore."
Mm-hmm. But that's part
yeah,
of
that's
whole
how
thing.
it's supposed to be
It's
served.
not-
But
it's
I don't
not-
like it that way. Like hamburger, I don't. But
Well,
any steak,
anything-
it's
well,
got to have a
hamburger-
pink.
Hamburger, you already have the rest of what was
That's
in
how
the
certain
shop
they serve
was tossed into that.
steak.
So it's already questionable. You want to cook it well. It's kind of like pork meat. You don't want raw
Yeah.
pork meat because even the Bible tells us that they are dirty animals. There's a reason for that. Even if you clean them and they only eat the right ration and everything else and they're pure, whatever. There's shit in there that you don't necessarily want. You got to cook it well. So that's pork. Right. And we love to fry the shit out of bacon and fills the house up with a smell that's absolutely fantastic. Right. Shout out to all the Muslims who don't like bacon. Fuck.
Fuck you. Oh, I got
You know,
That's
I
on
don't
me.
even
Sorry.
like bacon either, but
That's on me. Sorry.
Mhm.
But
no problem, man. I'm probably gonna have to be opening my phone up and joining in here so we can go smoke.
Oh
weed.
shit! I just got a lot of haters calling
That
in.
just
Holy
made
crap,
me
no.
want to smoke right there. Like you believe
I gotta fucking walk that one back somehow.
Shit.
But anyway, no, I don't.
Really, look, I respect your choice to not eat pig, but guess what? It's fucking good.
It is.
Pretty good,
Holy
pretty
shit!
good.
It's your choice. You do you. I do me. You know, fuck off.
That's
Yep.
right.
And the thing is,
That's
whenever,
right.
whenever cultures or religions or belief systems want to impose their will on
And
others,
that's
they automatically become the adversary because God
Yep.
gave us free will to choose. He wants
Yes.
us to love Him of our own heart, freely,
Yes.
Yep.
Play
because of
your
the things that
part
He
in
does
this
for
world.
us, for the things that we recognize from Him. He doesn't want
Yes.
robots. He doesn't want to force us into subjugation. That's what the adversary
Exactly.
wants.
Exactly.
God gave us free will. The adversary wants to control.
Yes.
He's always left. So anytime I see somebody trying to control somebody else, they're coming from a bad place.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's the number one rule. We do unto
But
others.
even
That is a
maybe
big
some
thing for me. Like
parenting things.
the way you're treated. Yeah.
Sometimes
I mean,
you
of
have to
course.
enforce it on your kids a little bit.
Sometimes with kids, yes. Don't put your finger in that
Don't
light socket
touch that freaking
with
flame
that
ring.
little,
But,
and you got to smack their hand. And you know what? I don't
Well,
have a
hold
problem
on.
with smacking
But
their hand
besides
because,
that,
but that's because we're their teachers. We're not controlling them. We are
Well,
controlling.
in that case, then you have to be a teacher and not
Say
a
that.
control subject.
and 9 times out of
If you
10,
just
they
slap
still
their
need
hand,
to learn for themselves.
when they get old enough and you're not around to slap their hand, they're going to
Yep.
try to put their finger in the light socket.
That's right.
Exactly.
What you need to do is once you slap their hand, explain to them why
Mhm.
it happened so that they understand when they're on their own. Oh, dad's not here. I can put my finger in the light socket. Woohoo! You teach them
Yep.
So like I said, yes. 9 times out of 10, a kid is going to go off and they're going to try to learn it on their own anyway. You can explain it all you want to. They still want to know, and that's okay. That's the only
They
time
want to know
ever
if you
you
don't
should
give
ever
them the
try
complete
to
picture.
be-
My parents always used to tell me that drugs are bad and all this kind of shit. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
well, then why does everybody you do them? Yeah, I
Right.
did all
Then
kinds
why?
of,
Yeah, I know. Why do
Right.
they feel so fucking good?
I did all kinds of stuff.
How could you
Thank
get
God,
addicted to something so terrible?
I'm saved, and the blood of Jesus has covered all my iniquities because I am a fuck up. Let me tell you, I went
I'm a
down
fucker
rabbit
over
holes that I
myself.
never should have gone anywhere near. However, I survived, came out the other side, and I can tell you, yeah, there's good things associated to them. I would recommend you not do them because this, that, the other is
Yes.
going to happen.
Yep.
Oh, it's not the legality. It's not because the cops are going to, no, it's
Nope.
because you're going to go fucking psycho and the people that you're going to be around are
Right.
going to try and jack you. So it's best to fucking avoid for various reasons. So that's what I ended up learning by going down all those dark fucking rabbit holes.
However, they can be used like any drug
If they
under a
are
controlled
constantly, yes, absolutely. I agree with
under
you,
good
Shaman.
guidance. Can be. They're using ketamine right now, and it's actually one of the best for like anxiety and depression that they're finding
hey,
in their studies.
Marijuana.
I'm a lot.
Yes,
I'm
moderation.
Yeah.
I'm a lifelong pot smoker, and some of my greatest revelations were on shrooms. I only did it once, but I learned what I had to learn, and God, that was a long fucking trip. That was about 7 hours.
It was a long fucking trip. Those
But
ones when you're just like, dude, okay, I get it,
Alright,
I
am I
like
done
it,
yet?
but okay.
no, I went through 4 or 5 different trips in that one little trip. I mean, I got so many messages. He was. I mean,
That's
I opened portals, and the Father said, "All right, you can see me. Here we go. This is the universe. This is reality. This is what you're doing. This is what you need to avoid. This is what I'm going to do for you. This is the plan that I need for you. This is going to be your mission. Oh, by the way, this is what hell feels like."
Yep.
Right. Well,
You
that's
didn't like
that's
that.
it.
Right?
It's
Come back.
purely,
Let's do this, and we need to do this other thing. Are you ready? Good. Wake up.
Yes.
yeah. And that's the whole thing. Is that's what it's about. It's what it should do. Like you should if you keep doing it a lot of the time, unless some people are microdosing, like I said, for
Chronic illness.
for illness, for mental illness, which is it's working if it's done in the right way, prescribed the right way. And just like anything else,
used by psychologists nowadays to cure lots of different kinds of dementia. Why? Because it allows you to be outside yourself
dementia,
and see the world in a different way. I mean, I stopped taking acid because it was just too good. I enjoyed it too much.
My favorite, dude.
I have an addictive personality, so if I went down that rabbit hole, I'd be a fucking vegetable. So,
well, I mean, why do you? Okay, well, the whole thing is what is the purpose you're going there for? Like, if you're going there just to recreate,
are you going
that's
for
the
entertainment,
bullshit.
something to take
Right?
away
Are you
your
going for like some actual?
fucked up.
Right.
If you're going to have a higher understanding of existence, then go right the fuck ahead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
With help.
I mean, no, we didn't say that.
And
it's
with
not
somebody
legal in a lot of places.
Your ass
but
out of fucking trouble. You can't be jumping off buildings thinking you can fly. I mean, shit.
You have to
you can't. You can't fly in this. No.
This reality
is
not going to let me just fly as much as I feel like I can. You know,
well,
feel like you can, just don't.
So it's some of those things make you feel like you can do things that you can't do, and you suffer the consequences later on. If you have someone who's sober, got your back, and there to protect you while you're doing that stupid shit, you might actually survive. So you know.
Make sure you have your guide.
No, I don't.
Whether it's just a friend there that's not doing it, or someone helping you to actually guide you through your experience. Make sure you have someone there.
You never do it by yourself. Never do it with a bad influence with those people.
No, and never do it. Yeah, never do it when you do have that bad like mojo going on. You always want to do it as a. At least I did. I mean, when I was a kid, I just popped like, "Hey, it's there. Let's do it. Let's party."
I wanted to have,
but it did open me up to things that I wasn't.
Yeah,
exactly thinking that I was going. Like I didn't have the understanding when I was 17 that I do now about it, but it did open me up to things. I mean, I did see that, like we were talking about before, perception and how it will show you that your perception is holding everything up in your world.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And once that messes with your perception, when everything just falls apart, and you're in front of your eyes and you're like, whoa, okay. But it's only the key to open the door. Once the door's open, you have to walk through, and you have to do that a lot of that.
Yes. Which is what
sober.
I was talking about earlier.
Or in everyday life, just, once you're there, yes, it's broken that cherry, so to speak.
Yeah.
But now you do the work.
It's
now you
open
really
up
dig
you
into
up
it,
to,
or you
like,
run away
this,
from it.
yeah.
You go back into the matrix, and
Again, I was
you
talking about the
just
fight
do
flight.
your thing and
You
just
go
live
into your
happily,
comfort zones.
miserably
and-
happy.
Yes.
If that's a thing, I'm
Yep.
thinking miserably happy is where a lot of people are right now.
Yes.
And their happiness is like
They've learned how to
survival,
fake it well,
which is good in certain ways if you're stuck out in the
and
woods.
whatever.
But when you have when you are who you're living in this society like we all are, and you're willing to stick your head in the sand over shit that you
Yep.
know is fucking happening.
Right.
I mean, these people that are willing to either speak against what truth is, or propagate it, and or the people that are just blissfully ignorant,
So
which
many
they
people
aren't.
that are just doing their job.
Those two categories, and I love you. I love y'all. I really do. But this is tough love. Wake the fuck up. Like, we need it. We need help. Like, we all need your support. We all need your help. You know what's going on.
People need
Come
to
on.
elevate. People
Yes.
need to
Even
get a
if it-
deeper
Elevate.
understanding.
Yes. Even if the only thing you know is that I come in, I went to 5, 6, what is it? No, 4. It's only 4 years of school to learn how to tell y'all the news. But guess what? What I actually need to do is learn how to be an actor and tell you what I'm reading.
Yeah.
Right? It's waking up to those little things, to those things that can really show you so much.
The thing is this: when you are a secretary, are you an actress? No, but
No.
you have a limit to what you can actually say. You know, the boss is playing golf, but you're going to tell the guy who calls in that he's in a meeting because that's a
Yeah.
script that you need to put in. We learn in the corporate world that the truth is no longer acceptable. We have to give them a spin, something that they will accept in order to be able to go on without, the drama that goes along with, what the fuck do you mean he's playing golf?
Right.
Because he wants to. Fuck you. He can,
Right.
But no, he's supposed to be working right now. He's a lawyer. He's free.
Yeah, we've all kind of gotten into this place where we are like all just, covering for the next
Nobody
guy.
accepts reality. Everybody wants the lie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lie to themselves mostly. Like,
right.
And they
Like,
expect others
okay,
to build
whatever.
on.
Like, yeah, that's not really happening over here. Like, I don't really have to face that. And it is. And a lot of this is like shit that we need to be accountable for ourselves.
Yes.
Yep.
And yeah, people aren't willing to go through that cave and look at themselves as
many times as I've done my
as
job,
evil, like we all need to, like you said.
Well,
it shows you hell.
Looking in the mirror is a bitch. It's a lot easier to pick faults with everybody else, which is why Jesus tells us, don't pull the splinter out of somebody's eye unless you take the plank out of your own.
Right.
Focus on your own shit. Don't focus on anybody else's shit. Focus on your own shit. You take care of your own shit. Because in the end, we all die by ourselves. Because in the end, it is us in front of the Creator going, what did you do with your life? Oh, but that guy did that and that other guy did. They're in line and they'll get their turn. And we'll go over that.
That's on them.
Yep. Yeah, all that shit they did, that's on them.
We'll deal with him. But what did you do?
That's
How
right.
did you behave? What actions did you make?
Seeing as a psychic healer, I see that a lot. Like I talk to people a lot, and there's some people I have to pull triggers. I mean, of course, but try to do it as subtly as possible, which when I'm using spirit, when I'm using that creator energy, it comes out naturally. As long as I let it come out naturally, sometimes it's like rough with somebody. Sometimes it's like, let's subtly go into this.
When the Holy Spirit,
it really is people like hiding from themselves and what they truly want. They're like in this program of like, okay, I know what I need. I know what I want. No, you really don't. You really don't, because that's why you keep going after that and it doesn't work out every time.
Yep. The only reason we work good as a team is because, he can do that. He can hurt someone's feelings and go, okay, but look at this. Look, I know.
No, I don't mean to hurt feelings. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just not.
Truth does that, buddy. That's what truth
does. That's what it is 9 times out of 10, is it's hurt feelings, right? Which is why I come across that way. Okay, I know he can hurt some feelings sometimes, but like, did you hear what he said though? I know.
No, they don't, because
she's had to like talk to some of my customers.
The emotions are more important than the message. So they don't actually listen to the message.
Yes.
They block it down in the very beginning, and it just gets lost.
I know you didn't like it. It didn't feel good, but like, what? Like, I mean, did you hear what was said there?
Yeah.
Do you know why it was said there?
No,
Because,
they
dude, yeah,
started
I know he
defending
can
the
hurt
first
my
second they
feelings
heard somebody
sometimes
they didn't
too.
like.
I'm a brat. I know. But guess what? It goes beyond our feelings. Did you hear what he said, though?
People don't go that far because people are still stuck in their ego, the id, and the super id.
Yes.
You know, the psychological aspects of your reality, and
Yeah.
they're still stuck in themselves, and they like to mirror themselves onto society.
Yes.
They think that everybody thinks or
That
should
person
think the
doing it,
same
not
way they do.
me, because I see it
Yep.
over there.
Oh,
not
I see that all the
here.
time.
Yeah.
That happens every day. I can catch myself doing this
Yep.
shit. Like I do it too. And
Yo, Holmes, you in the hood, man. You know he's gonna shake your ass. Don't
right.
even go down there. You know he's gonna do it. There's no fucking question, man.
Right?
Yep.
Yep.
When you're walking in Wall Street, nobody is going to pull a knife on you, but beware, they will suck your bank account dry.
Done.
So
Well, and they'll do it to a
and
lot
they'll
of people,
do
not
it
just
with
you.
beautiful
right?
words and contracts
They're
where
just
you
gonna
sign
take
on
the
a dotted
money,
line
God.
and believe all their lies.
Yeah. Why is it so hard for people to understand bankers as evil as fuck? Like, why is that such a problem? Like, okay, bankers
Because we
control
need to
the
kiss
world's
their ass
money.
because we only have our house because of them, because we can only do our project because of them, because we can't do anything without that money. So kiss the money's
Right.
ass.
Yep.
Yep. Dependency.
It's the love of money. That is why
Yeah.
evil is prevalent in this world. It is the love.
I would say
of
it's the love of power, and money gets them power.
No, the majority of people that want money give the people with money power, and they become hungry for that power.
Right.
And that power, it goes beyond that. They no longer want power. They want complete domination. Just look at the last 2 years around the world. Look at Australia,
agree.
look at Europe. They want complete and absolute domination. Everyone will do what they say or else. Period.
Yeah, I'm seeing like Africa right now is where they're going after right now, and this is how would we call it? This is casino capitalism. This is stakeholder capitalism is what we got to watch out for. Which is, I'm not against capitalism. That's for sure, but I am against
capitalism. That is
I am against corporate capitalism or corporatism, which is what's going on, and that's basically they're trying to control all of nature's resources, water.
They're trying to not only the resources, they're
on.
trying to control what you think, what you say, what you can do, and where you can go. They want to control every aspect of your reality.
All the tech companies, all the people working for them, the board,
where is the
free
will? Where's the free will?
Right.
Where's the love?
Yeah. There's no love at that point. I mean, they may think that they're feeling love, but these are psychopaths.
Hate, and they use fear to manipulate others.
Yep.
If you don't follow,
they're like children. They're like, what do children do? These are children that they can hire people to tell them how to be smart, or at least give them the intel. And that's what it's all about right now, right? Having intel on all of us so they can, do what they need to do. And that, because they have the intel on us.
You were talking before I came onto the program, you were talking about a certain woman called Maxwell. Correct?
Yeah, Ghislaine. Yeah.
All right.
Maxwell.
Yeah, I'm trying to limit because I know that that's a touchy subject on all of these platforms.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's why we're here. That's what we're doing here.
They're all involved.
The point.
They're all involved.
Yeah.
I mean, the Zuck from FB, that little piece of shit went down there and said, "Oh, but Drino, the sea thing was so awesome. It was the most wonderful thing that I've ever felt." The way that they make it is a bit bothersome, but the effects of it were the best high I've ever had in my life. Yeah, the way they're doing it, they're torturing kids. You're okay with them torturing and bleeding kids out? Seriously, you're okay with that shit? Oh, but the drug hat gave you the biggest high you've ever had. I don't give a shit. Where did it fucking come from, you psycho piece of garbage?
Yeah.
And there are too many of them like that.
Yeah, they troll us with all the shit they do. I mean, I'm going to say it starts with the word, something we eat that's an Italian dish with the word gate at the end of it. You know what I'm talking about, bro?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So, that was
knocked down in all social media.
And trolled. You see them trolling us like celebrities, high-powered people.
Oh, yeah.
Ghislaine Maxwell, right? You see her with Rothschild? What was that picture with? They had Satan behind them. they're like trolling the fuck out of us, dude. It's
Because
crazy.
they think the people are too stupid to actually do something about it.
Exactly.
Because a lot of us are acting that stupid right now. That, I mean, if this was a litmus test, they've won.
If
Like,
this-
they already
if
know
this
what
was
they
a
need to do.
litmus test, 1937 would have proven that the majority of people alive today would have been part of the Nazi program.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put
Oh,
on your
this
mask. You
This is
can't
much
be here
more.
if you
This
don't
is
have
much
your
better than the Nazi
card.
program. You know why? Because it's worldwide.
Yes.
It's an actual world
They got
war.
it global this time.
Yeah,
They
because it's a
lived in that
combination
scenario.
of what the
Grew
Germans tried
from
to
it
do,
and
and
fixed it.
also what Mao did through Marx.
Yeah.
Okay. So what they do is they know. I mean, the adversary, the devil, knows how to divide people, how to sow chaos,
Yep.
how to make people absolutely fearful, so that they can be manipulated and controlled. And that is the ultimate objective, and they've taught all their students the best ways of doing that. And how is it? Fear is the best control mechanism.
Yep.
So especially if you fear something you can't even see, holy shit, you're
Yep.
going to be afraid to even walk
You have
out
an
your front door.
invisible enemy.
Yeah, you want to sit down?
Yes, I'm sitting now. Sorry. I had to
So
grab us a drink.
I was.
Oh my
there's
God, you're my
something-
best friend, but get away from me. You're going to kill
Well,
me.
yeah.
No.
Have you heard about? Did you hear about Derek Bros wrote a story? He's a he writes articles, investigative journalist. He wrote a story about, or he was reading a story and did some research on germ theory, or what do they call it? Chaos germ theory, which is basically you create like a germ, a biological weapon, or you don't even have to create one. All you have to do is create the perception of a biological weapon, and people will just fall in line. And he went over it. Derek Bros, if you ever check him out, go check him out. Conscious Resistance. He goes into this and talks about how this will, like, it really kind of details how people will just fall in line over, their fear, over they're just willing to go in.
That scared me, therefore this must be. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
that's
So,
my
oh God,
reality
please,
now.
Master, help me, please save me.
Yes. It goes
Chaos
back to
germ
handing over
theory.
that theory. Handing over that
What do they say? They create a situation, a chaotic situation, that people will ask for a solution that they already had ready.
Oh, the problem.
Just
Oh,
why they-
Hegelian dialectic,
solution,
right?
reaction.
Exactly.
Problem-
The Hegelian dialectic. That's what I was looking for.
Yep.
Problem, reaction, solution.
That's a real thing. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I've
They
seen it.
create problems they know the reaction to, so they can solve it for you.
Yep.
And oh my gosh, what do you know?
Look
You
at
got a
us.
hero.
Hey, we got this deadly virus. Look at us. We're gonna come in with these nice boop boops, and we're gonna save you all. And all in the meantime, they're making tons of money. They're resetting the economy into a totally different thing, to where it's all digital, which I'm cool with digital. I don't care about that. But the way that they're using digital through their and we've talked about these names. If I say they, I mean Bill Gates. I mean fucking Zuckerberg. I mean fucking
name too much.
people that aren't named, that don't want to be out front, which is why the Ghislaine Maxwell trial is really scaring the shit out of them.
Right?
But anyway,
Because everybody's being exposed.
and these are intelligence agencies all over the world,
And it's
ones that
up
have
to us
allied
to
up.
hear
These are
that
psychos. CIA just got busted. I just read a story, or was hearing about a story about the CIA got busted for procuring, or for what was it, for child trafficking?
Yes.
And sex trafficking. They just got
they needed
busted
to get
for that not too long
someone's
ago.
Cooperation, right? In order to get their cooperation, they needed to provide a child.
Yep.
Because that's what they wanted to do. And so guess what? They did that thing. And somehow in their mind, they made it okay because they're going to get this other fucking thing. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I mean, that's what's going on. These people, the people that run the world,
one jab,
run
another one,
intelligence
another one.
agencies, therefore run everything.
What's up? The big pharma has already said they want people taking a jab for the rest of their lives.
Yes.
That is their objective.
I need to be
There
fucking
will
with your
never be
DNA and I'm going to get
You
enough.
told me to get into
I'm
YouTube
not
to give
getting
me
too
a wrench.
What's that?
You said you asked me to get into YouTube to give me a wrench.
Oh, give you a wrench. How do I do that, dude?
You have to be in
going on at
Facebook
once.
in order
We'll
to
see
do
if
that.
my
I'm
fucking
sorry, you have to
hamsters
be
can
in-
handle it.
You've
Hold on, I'm
got to
going
be
in.
inside the YouTube thing to do it.
Yep.
But that's quite all right. We're doing that. Plus the fact that on YouTube I can actually link it to my channel. I've got links on my page. If you go to Pena Perspective and you go down to Pena Perspective guest speaker, I have all the times that I've been on Jacob's channel, that I've been on Leo's channel, and everything that we're doing on Skull Island is also going to be on there as well.
You know, I just remembered, like, something just came up on as far as Skull Island. You know what that means? You know what that is? Skull Island, right?
As far as
where Skull Island came from, that actual term.
There is an island. Suppose there was when I was looking for this,
King
I
Kong,
actually
brother.
found another one documentary was talking about that. So I'll probably watch it later.
Yeah, King Kong. Remember King Kong? That was the island they went to. That just came out of my head. Like I had a couple drinks and it came out of my head, and I'm like, you know what? This sounds pretty good. And then
hey, no good story ever started with I was eating a salad and
no, I was eating a salad and
I was sitting there chilling.
And then I went to the buffet. Actually, no, if he says next, then I went into the buffet and got some real food.
No, but the thing is that I had a salad and holy shit, we just ended up doing all kinds of crazy shit that night. No, that doesn't fucking happen.
No, we don't. Yeah, I mean, if that salad had mushrooms that were.
Well, that's a whole nother story. And I wouldn't be calling it
maybe.
fucking a salad. I'd be calling it a party favor.
I mean, that'd be one hell of a salad, dude. I'll tell you that.
Oh, that'd be my kind of salad. But then again, you put some shiitake mushrooms in there, and that's got to be some good stuff.
All right, I'll have to do the wrench later, dude. I'll do it later. But
no worries.
I will, like I said, we were already talking about it, but I will give you a wrench.
No worries. It is what it is.
Is that you?
Yeah, well, I'm posting.
We have like 2 viewers. That's awesome. Are you watching us?
Yeah, well,
You guys are probably both monitoring it right now, right?
No,
that's where our 2 viewers are.
Yeah, I'm probably one of the viewers.
Yeah, that's all right, man. We're just starting.
Nope, we do have at least 1 viewer.
We have 1 viewer.
So
that 1 viewer, lonely viewer, if you have the courage, speak up, say hi. What's up? Let us know you're here.
The Skull Island Piratecast, I'm assuming, is you guys, right?
Yeah.
All right. So,
that's Norma right now. That's Norma.
The other viewer that was in there got pissed at some of my comments and basically told me to fuck off. So that's what it is.
Oh well, that's what we're supposed to do. We're pirates. We piss people off.
Life, right?
I'm sorry that I offended you.
Because one day
it wasn't you.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking to the collective.
Was right.
Like if we offended you, that's fucking part of the problem. Like that's part of what we're doing.
Yes.
Like triggers. If you're getting triggered, and if you don't agree with something, that's okay. But you don't need to get offended. Like listen, like maybe share your perspective in the comments. Right? I gotta start yelling, and people start coming on. Look, we got 4 people watching right now. Please speak up. How you doing? Where you from? Where you watching from? And what's your name? Of course, I'll know your name when you comment.
Let us know what wavelength you're on so we can resonate with you and help you elevate.
Right.
Yeah. What wave are you surfing right now?
That's another thing that I want on my merch. I want elevate. A nice way of integrating that along with my logo, because that's basically a constant little trigger word that I'm using every time that I'm talking about Maslow's pyramid and people being able to elevate their resonance. So I'm constantly talking about elevate, elevate your awareness, elevate your perspective, elevate always. Yeah. And so that's something that I hit on a constant basis. And I'm thinking
I like that because I use raise your vibration.
And I use we're all children growing.
Yep. So we've all got our catchphrases and mine's.
I mean, and that's all of our from our perceptions.
Seriously, though.
I'm gonna bring it back. We're calling it back.
No worries. That's what we're here for, brother. We're all resonating to the same thing.
I heard Alan Watts once say, and I'm probably misquoting him, but Alan Watts once said, "I am not your God. I am not here to, save you. I am an entertainer, merely giving you information."
I'm not an entertainer.
Yes, you are, dude.
I'm
You're
not
on
a
this
dancing
fucking
monkey.
podcast right now. Obviously, you're some type of entertainer. You have
No, I'm a
some
teacher.
type of.
I'm a teacher, man. Not an
Yes, but
entertainer.
that's what Alan. You know who Alan Watts is?
What do you got to do?
Yeah, I know, and I don't like him
You
very
must
much because he's a
entertain.
Buddhist, and he kind
Why?
of rubs me
They
the
won't
wrong way. But I
listen
listen
because
to
they're
him.
not listening
There's
to you.
depth in the things that he says, and
Right.
there's a lot of logic in there that I can extract. But I can't get into that whole Buddhist.
I'm not a
concept that he
Buddhist,
has.
but that was a great line. Like that's what I'm saying. It was a great line. It's
It
like,
is.
hey, that's a nice hat. They give you a free bowl of soup with that. You remember?
It is what it is. It's just a fucking hat.
Yeah.
That's life.
Really,
That's the
I'm
way it is.
quoting from shit. What's the golfing movie, dude? Caddyshack.
Caddyshack.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Hey,
Holy
that's a nice hat. What do they do? Give you a free?
Yep.
They give you that free with a bowl of
Looks good
soup.
on you though.
Looks
That's
good on
Romney.
you though.
Wasn't that Rodney? Rodney.
Yes,
Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield.
That guy was fucking awesome.
He was
funny
fucking
guy.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, he would get in the ugliest suits to play golf. My God.
Oh yeah.
The visual just hurts, man. But it was Caddyshack. Bill Murray was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, Bill Murray.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah,
Caddyshack just fucking
that guy
rocks.
is and was like he is SNL. Like Saturday Night Live,
Yes.
when those guys were doing it. Sorry,
It was
y'all
the
right
shit.
now. Like
When
you're
they
kind of
left,
funny,
it
but you're
became
just
shit.
come on.
Right?
Like these people have you laughing, like
I know.
rolling
Today's SNL
off
is
the
like
fucking
a light
couch.
With Belushi, you couldn't
Right?
equal
Belushi, dude,
Right?
fucking Chris Farley, like all those
Mhm.
people, but then it just changed. It changed to just total propaganda.
Well,
Because it came from a lot of
when
those
you
people that were
watch
lampoons, right?
life
They were
Well,
national lampoons.
Yeah, but now they're just woke, and so you go woke, you go broke. There's no happiness in wokeism.
All right, we're gonna have to have a talking stick because you two were talking.
Sorry.
And I couldn't hear either one of
I
you.
know, sorry.
You're right.
Go ahead, Miguel.
No. I need a little break real quick.
All right, take a break, man.
Yes, take a break. No, I was just saying that, like, seriously, it's those little tiny things, though, throughout time, throughout life. When you start to look back, and look, I have a hard time with my memory, whatever you want to call it, for whatever reason. I remember things and feelings or whatever, but I don't remember.
She just doesn't like the memories. That's the hard time.
Right? So when I'm,
seriously,
but still at the same time, even though I'm maybe not getting specific things throughout my life, whatever that I want, I do get certain like aspects and scenarios and things that when I look back, I can see how slowly it came. Now, my childhood actually started out with propagandized cartoons, but they were silly cartoons, and that's not what was happening right now. So it was so funny, right? And then it turned into just like, what is this shit? I guess just cartoons to entertain. And then into, whoa, wait, what'd they just say? Okay. So when you look at your life, just your life, even with your own perspective, but you want to see what changes have really, and you really look at it, you can't help but find yourself in a place that you have to change your perception, because you can see all the little subtle changes or differentiations, or how it is that this thing that made me laugh for so long, and I laughed here, but what? You can see it. Even if you can't see it, you can see it when you really, what have I gained?
Right.
But see, what you're talking about is the elevation of the soul and perspective throughout your life. Things that you thought were funny at one time, you later on realize, yeah, that wasn't that fucking funny.
Right.
But you were at that resonance at that time.
Yes.
You have elevated. You are no longer at that resonance. You don't want to make fun of other people and have fun at someone else's expense. You want people to be happy on their own because they reach their objectives, because they're doing things in their life to help others and to elevate their own stability and to be able to propagate the understanding, compassion, and love that we're supposed to.
Yeah.
But unless you reach that level, yeah, look at that guy. He's got a big fucking nose. What a fucking dumbass.
Right.
Look at that piece of shit.
Exactly. I know. And yes, you're right. I will still sell my big nose if that's what you want. But if you can hear what I'm saying,
Sorry, I
They
wasn't.
gain a whole lot more,
I didn't even know
right?
if you took that as something. It wasn't directed at you. It was
Oh
just.
no, and I know I took it.
No, dude, don't worry.
I
No,
was just taking it
for some reason,
another
she's
example,
just flowing, dude.
right?
All right,
Like,
cool. We're good.
because
Don't worry, man.
sometimes
No, we're on our own podcast right
I
now, dude.
record
We don't have to
myself
worry
from
about
certain
that
angles.
shit.
I got the thing
We all
down.
stand together, bro.
Right.
We all
No.
walk the plank
Yes.
together.
That's right.
I ain't walking
Plus, it's
fucking
adding
plank
on to
shit
it.
off.
No, I'm not gonna walk the plank off
Yeah.
my own fucking ship.
Hell no.
Yeah,
And we're on our own ship right now. That's what I'm
they
saying.
can fucking gut me first, man. I ain't
Yeah,
walking
that's
on
right.
fucking plank.
That's right.
That's right.
Because I
No,
guarantee you,
depending
I've got
on
at least 3 or 4 before they get to me. So,
Right. So what is that?
That's
You
true.
elevate. Okay. What are the what is it you go through in like a session or a workshop? What is it you do? Like walk us through something. Let us know.
Well,
Give me more of an imagination because I do not.
Yeah,
see
give me a
as well
visual,
as
bro.
his third eye.
all right.
I wanna
So
see
one
it.
visual,
Mine
and
is
I'm
very-
gonna have to share this with you, but I'm gonna have to find I'll find it. Well, it's right here. So let me share it. Let me see if I can actually share this.
You should be able to share. Yeah.
No. Okay. Can you see that?
Can't see anything
Because
yet.
I'm sharing a screen. So it's showing a pyramid.
There might be a
Right,
delay.
see it? It's a little
I'm
bit
not
delayed.
seeing it.
Okay, that's
Yep.
interesting.
Fine.
All right. Well, I'll have to send it to you
That is
in the
interesting.
chat.
How do we work this shit? We don't have Leo
right, so-
here, dude. We're gonna be lost, but we're gonna work our way through it. We're gonna steer the wheel.
We'll work our way through it, buddy. Don't worry about it. That's what
right.
I
That's right.
fucking
We're
do.
fine. It's long
but-
cast. This is the long podcast, so we can do whatever the fuck we want.
All right. So, wait a second. I hadn't shared it. So now I believe I'm sharing something. Am I?
Oh, there you go. There you go. I got
All
it.
right.
I'm gonna
So
fix it right
I
now.
figured the fuck out. I was doing
Adding
something
to the
wrong.
dream.
So this is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. All right. So there's more to it. There's also a 9-level Maslow's that's a little bit more complicated and breaks each one of these levels into other ones. But I like this one because of the color pattern and the simplicity of it. It's just 5 levels that you can work through. So you have your physiological needs, your air, your water, your food, your shelter, your sleep, your clothing, your reproduction. In other words, you got to fuck. So those are the things that drive people the most. You know, if you hold somebody's throat and they can't get air, they will do everything they can to get air. If they're in the desert and they're dying of thirst, they'll do anything they can to get that water, the food, the shelter, the same thing. Whenever we're on that
survival right there. You're talking about survival.
Pure survival, and people, that is the law of the jungle is prevalent when you are at the red level.
As humans, we are fight or flight.
Right.
Everybody jacks everybody else over if they're all at the red level. Then we have to elevate. Once we have, we know that we can sleep without dying. We know that we have shelter, that we have food, that we have water, that we can actually breathe decent air. We have about foundation of that. We can move up. You can start to elevate through the levels.
Yes.
Then you get into your safety needs, your personal security, your employment, your resources, your health. So your health, you're going to start eating more healthy. You're going to start doing some exercise. You're going to do things to improve your overall outlook later on. You're going to stop smoking like I need to, or stop drinking like I also need to. Employment, you're going to find a way to where you can be a productive part of society. Personal security, you're going to make sure that you have your own confidence in your, like I did Taekwondo, karate, Kung Fu, and Jiu-Jitsu. So I know if somebody comes up to me, I can hold my own besides being a football player and football coach and everything else. So there are those certain traits. And then if you've got those, you can elevate. Again, you get into the yellow, which is love and belonging. But what I see yellow as is more of a societal integration because it includes friendship, intimacy, family, sense of connection. It's you and the community around you. And as you feel safe and secure in your own skin, you can actually reach out and start helping others. You can develop bonds. You can develop friendships. You can develop that intimacy and that sense of connection. And once you get to yellow, as you start expanding and helping others because you feel good in yourself and you can expand and spread that love, others will see that. They will recognize it. And over time, you will get to the green level, which is respect, self-esteem, status, recognition, and strength. And so you get to those points, and this is where the Maslow usually breaks down, because that's the level of motivation that people get to. Whenever they have that self-esteem, that respect, and that recognition, they stop really making the effort to be more. Why? Because it's hard. What more are you going to be? You're already the manager, the director. People already depend on you. People already look to you for answers. What more do you want? But there's the self-realization, that blue level, that top level, to where if you have that, that's all about you. There's no outside motivation for that. That's completely within you. You finally identified your raison d'être, your reason for being, your sense of purpose. And you have identified that, and you're going after that dream, the desire to become the most that you can be, to be the best you that you can possibly be. And when you find that, it is all the motivation you need, because you are motivating yourself to be the best form of yourself possible. And so whenever I'm working with people, I work through all those different levels, which is why I'm always talking about the red levels. I'm talking about the yellow levels. I'm talking about the green and the blue, always searching for the blue, that self-realization, your personal destiny, and your sense of purpose. Okay. And so that's what this, I really use this one particularly to work through lots of different things. I've got other things as well. For example, in psychology.
Before you go there, hold on, put that back up there. I want to show you something, because you opened my third eye, like I said you would, or I asked you to, and you did it.
I need to figure out.
Share that again. I want to show you.
I need to figure out what the fuck
I am parallel to what you're parallel. Like, this is why I want to say, like, our perceptions are different, or what moves us is different, but they're so fucking the same. Like you said, you went to a lot of different places around the world, but you do understand there are similarities everywhere. They're just differently, like different terminology, or a different way to look at it, or different stories behind it that are really teaching the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And take your time, bro. I don't mean, I was
trying to bring up the image itself versus the entire all the things that are around that image. So that should be there. I should be sharing.
So if I look at this, and I want to show you, I want to show you a comparison. Hold on a second. Because this is the work I do, and that's awesome. What I'm doing is I'm giving confirmation that we're vibing. We have disagreements, or we disagree with certain things. I don't think we disagree with that many things. I think what it is, the way we're perceiving it and our terminology towards it.
I'm
sure you know what this is. I'm going to show you here in a second.
Go ahead. No, I just wanted to explain this one real quick, because lots of times whenever I'm also trying to deal with people's issues, what happens is many of the traumas that we have in life happen during our childhood. And so this book is one that I read before I raised both my boys, because I wanted to understand the development of the mind and what impact as a parent I would have on them. But it also helps in psychological terms, because it shows us what phases of our childhood certain different perceptions of reality were created. And so when people have certain tendencies, we can go back to certain points in their childhood to identify what traumas created that perception of their reality, and how to alter that perception to something a little bit healthier and more stable. And so those psychological things I learned by reading this book, Einstein Never Used Flashcards.
Right.
But you wanted to mention...
I want to show just where we're at here. Let's see. Yeah, I wanted to show you just a comparison of what we do, dude. What we do is like, we do the same shit, bro. Yep. Hold on.
I'm not doing it yet.
Like, we have a similar.
It's just a fucking.
And what's funny is you mentioned purple at the first of the. You mentioned purple and how you like that purple. That's the next step. So where your colors are, right? Oh, hold on a second. Let me see.
Blue was the top. After blue was purple. Obviously,
they're the same. They're the same as the colors I use when When I do
It's the
chakra
head
alignment,
chakra.
dude,
And that's
that's what
another
I'm
thing.
doing.
That Maslow pyramid actually follows the red, the orange, the yellow, the green,
Yes.
and the blue.
And they match
so
up, bro. Different
Exactly.
wording, match up though.
That's why I like that one, because there's another one that another Maslow pyramid that has like 9 levels and they have different coloring and everything else. But I don't; those colors don't vibe with me. Those 5 basic colors vibed, and I didn't get it. But I was on another podcast with somebody else, and they meant. Shit, who was it? I think it was with Leo, but he had another guest on that mentioned Peter. I think mentioned that that my Maslow pyramid lined up with the colors of the chakras, and I hadn't even noticed that.
Yep.
I didn't think about that, but he was
dude.
right.
I just noticed it when you said that shit. I'm like, what? Hold on, I gotta put.
I've
this
seen
back.
this
Can
before.
I
Where the fuck did I
both
see
of
this
them?
before? It's elevating your
This
chakras.
is fucking awesome, dude. I don't know. We're coming to like this. Dude, did we just become best friends? You know what I mean?
We
Like,
have,
look at this.
We
Look
have
at this.
been through multiple
Look at this. I'm
lifetimes.
gonna show you this.
Aaron.
That's a pyramid. Dude, I think we have, man. And I can feel your like, I can feel, okay, this sounds stupid, but I can feel your like destiny. Like, because I already know it because you've already explained it to me sometime down the road. Like, I can see it and I've seen how you like, you are very fucking, you carry a weight of something on you, like always, because it's kind of your power to carry that fucking, that burden is actually, or that cross and bear that cross. Does that make sense to you? I'm not.
It kind of does, but I don't
carry
consider
this
it
burden
cross.
through life, dude. It's like your power, dude. Like you're very good at it. You're very like where most people would break down with a burden. You fucking take it and use it for your own like power.
I can do something with this.
That's what I'm seeing in you, bro.
Well, thank you. I hadn't noticed that in myself because to me, for example, people think that the ability to speak 5 different languages.
That's where that's what I'm thinking. Because me and you are fucking we've had a few drinks together many times, dude.
In the past, I fucking
our immortal souls have.
But
I mean, we've definitely hung out for sure. Like I feel that vibration again. That and that's what's cool, man. I'm glad that's so. Back to what you were doing. I just wanted to point that out, but I'm not trying to take away from what you're talking about.
No,
so this is during a webinar and what you're doing.
I never considered those things as being either a cross or as a gift because it's something that I've been trying to develop.
I know
yes, I consider a gift, but and the fact that I speak 5 languages to me is normal. I mean, I've lived in 3 different countries. I've had to learn 3 different languages, and I learned 3 other languages out of fucking curiosity because I have an ability with languages. I thought everybody else did too. Because again, I mirrored my abilities on the rest of existence. So I thought the things that I thought were easy and the things that I knew, everybody else knew too. Because how the fuck can I know it? Nobody else know it because fuck, it was right there. I didn't invent anything. I just read a bunch of shit. It's fucking there. But evidently, I'm the only one that sees, or I'm one of the few that sees some of the shit that I see. Or no, I'm the only one that sees it the way I've seen it. Absolutely, because my perception of reality is my own exclusively, and
exactly,
I can't place that on anybody else. Especially considering that I've
right.
I mean, I consider that I've lived like 5 different lives in this one lifetime. Why? Because I had one lifestyle.
Yeah, no shit. I know how you feel, brother. I know how you feel, homie.
I know.
I had one lifestyle before I was 5. I had a completely different lifestyle from 5 to 11. From 11 to 18, I had a completely different lifestyle. I had another life between 19 and 23. And from 23, the last 25 years, I had a completely different life. So, different phases and different perceptions because of the things that I've lived through. It's just fucking bizarre, and I expect other people to understand it, and they don't. And whenever I come from another perspective and I see things differently, they don't get it because I don't jive with their resonance frequency because they are limited in what programming they've been exposed to.
They're very fucking, what would we call it? Rigid in their thinking and their beliefs.
Most people have a tendency of being rigid in their perception of reality.
Yeah.
They think that their perception
and
of
that doesn't mean be loose.
Reality
If you're too loose, that's a problem too, right?
That's me. I was too fucking loose for a long goddamn time. And so I ended up tightening up a lot. Why? Because, for example, I've studied all of the religions that are out there. Okay, in one shape or way, in one way, shape, or form, I have read through all of them: the Vedic text, the Tao, I even some of the Quran. I mean, I couldn't stomach it for very long,
I love
but I did study it because I need to know things. I need to know everything. So
well, you tell
Hinduism
me
in
you're
the
a spirit. Yeah, that's what you're
I
a
was
spiritual
brought up. I was
teacher is
brought up in
because
Mexico, so I went to the pyramids all the damn time, and the anthropological museum in Mexico City taught me a lot of pre-Columbian culture and everything else. So yeah, I've studied all that shit, but it all goes back to Jesus.
Yep.
Period. The end. Why? Because it's about mercy. It's about
I'm
love.
still gonna
It's about
get you on that
compassion.
one. I don't know how the fuck to figure that. I don't know how you figure that, and I you know what? I respect
That's
your
on me.
belief.
That's on me.
But
That's my
we're
logical
gonna get
process.
to it. We're gonna get to it, brother. Eventually, we're gonna break through. But I think we're here for that reason. We're both gonna fucking go what, and then we're both gonna see something that changes our perception a little bit.
So for me,
Well, that's what existence is about. We all get exposed to new perspectives
of
that
a lot of
alter our
things.
mind.
I've done a lot of stuff. I've been through many different programs in many different places. I mean, not like states and like whatever. You're right. I've only dealt with so much culture. However, as far as religion and different families and different perspectives and just dealing with life, right? Yes. Jesus' story brings us to an amazing place that we can all place ourselves in. But the problem is the whole Jesus stuff. When we start really looking into this being, this person, this being, like if we want to honor this deity because this story exists, let's do that, because I believe that, and that's fine because it's a beautiful story and it matters. And yes, it fits in my lifetime too. But when we're going to go look for a being, a lifetime, a story, a perspective that's just the truth, let's not land on Jesus, because you can't find any.
Yeah, no, like that's the beauty of it. Like
That's the whole.
I land on a lot of different things because
exactly
the Jesus story has been around way before the whole biblical Jesus.
Oh yes,
and Abrahamic Jesus.
Yes.
There was,
but that's what I'm saying. But when you want to put a name on something, when you want to put a deity,
and you know what? But that's what I'm saying.
Something.
We need to talk about this though. I'm serious. Like, we're gonna work that out, and it's gonna keep coming out because we're gonna talk about different topics. But I love this, man, and I do know you, brother. I do love you very much, dude. I feel like I've known you, dude. We've sat out in campfire, fucking talk.
Oh, I guarantee you that we have smoked a peace pipe a couple of times.
I think so, and taking a few peyote teas, and whatever. So
been there.
Anyway, let people know where they can find you, and we're gonna end this podcast right now.
All right. My name
I can't go
on the screen, Pena Perspective. That's my YouTube channel. You can find me on there. I also link, and actually this one I already linked to the sub channel that I have on Pena Perspective. I have favorites for the book, which is all kinds of videos. I have 430 videos, 32 videos that I have used as research to get deeper into the understanding of the quantum multiverse and our reality within it. So there's lots of stuff there. And then
that's going to be good. That's good. I'm glad.
Then I've got good music, which includes 60s, 70s, 80s rock and other stuff. My personal favorites. It's kind of a music list for me. And then I create a new list below that, which is Pena Perspective guest speaker, on which Leo's programs and Skull Island are included in that list. And tonight's broadcast is included in that list as well. So if you visit Pena Perspective and go down to my lists of guest speaking, you will find this episode as well.
Island too.
Do what?
Yes. Thank you, brother. Much love. I'll see you next week. And to Leo out there and anybody who watches this, please like, subscribe,
Leo had problems with his cat. Leo had problems with his cat, so many prayers out for Leo's cat. He doesn't think he's going to make it.
Yeah, send him love, send Leo love, and him, when you have to watch an animal go.
I know.
It hurts because he calls him his familiar.
We feel
and he's
free whether our
right.
heart goes out to you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's green on your pyramid, bro? What is green on
What?
your pyramid? That's what needs to go right there. That heart.
Well,
What's
actually,
green
my
on the
focus is
pyramid?
blue. My focus is blue, and I'm working towards that. The lecture circuit.
Hold
my
on, you
book,
got green
and-
up here. Hold on, I'm going to show you right now.
But his quote is the blue.
It's steam.
Yeah,
That's
but
steam.
see, this is I'm already at green,
That's
brother.
green.
I'm already at green. I have
No,
respect.
I'm talking about
I have
that's the love. Like
self-esteem.
when I'm touching my heart, like I see that. I know I see that as chakra. So I'm going to the heart chakra. Anyway, much love. Thank you very much. If you want to find me, I am on Aaron Shaman. MysticNormz is check her out on TikTok. That's where she's really doing something.
Wellness and weddings
All right.
on every other
And she
site.
does marry people. She's a master of ceremonies. So we'll talk to you next
Nice.
week, brother. Much love. See you soon.
Peace.
Thank you.